I was trying to teach the girl about how Roman numerals work so I could teach her this one thing about chords. She thought I said ramen noodles. So I'm imagining we have to make a Far Side cartoon, something with a clock with little squiggly noodles forming the numbers.
Yeah. Okay, just so everyone knows, we're live on YouTube now. Don't want that to scare you off from speaking, but just so you know. That usually shuts everybody up.
Thank you, Donna.
I stopped by the Kadampa Center yesterday, and it looks really pretty. Someone was there. There was a car there, and yeah, I don't know who was there, but the bird feeders are empty. If anybody lives near there, the bird feeders are empty. I live 45 minutes away, so I could go up there.
Geshe-la is here.
Buenos días.
Buenos días. ¿Cómo está usted? Muy bien.
Buenos días.
No, ¿cómo estás, Maurice? I have no idea what is it.
¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, muy bien.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Muy bien, sí, me alegro, me alegro.
Feliz ahora.
Sí, qué bueno.
Oh yeah, good morning, Hamula. Good morning, Thomasy.
Morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Tom.
Morning,
Good
guys.
morning, good morning, Andreas. Good morning, Denise.
Good
Good
morning.
morning,
Geshe-la.
Buddhist Patrick. Joanna, good morning. Katrina, good morning. Oh, Panditji, good morning. Pati, good morning. Susan, how are you? Good morning, Susan.
Good morning. I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
I'm glad.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Chugila. Good morning. How are you feeling today?
Still tired, Geshe-la. Thank you for asking.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Dr. Watkin. Good morning. Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Good morning, Peter, the Enlightenment.
Good morning, Geshe-la.
Not enlightenment, enlightened being. Good morning, Susie. Good morning, Arina. Good morning, Erin. How are you? So good morning. So, oh yeah. Good morning, good morning. So now good morning, Susie. Good morning, David. Good morning, Neely. Good morning, Phillips. Good morning, Monica. Good morning. Monica, one who gave the house for the squirrel many years ago.
I can make you some more.
Yeah. So wonderful to see all of you. Wonderful to see. Then I can, anybody's watching on the YouTube. Good morning too. Oh yeah, Alhamdulillah. So say some prayers.
Let's start by saying the English 3 times, and then the chanting version. May all sentient have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. Sententam Devatam Devegudam Dempargyurchi Dunyadandu Yagigudam Dewargyurchi Dunyamepe Dewadamidrel Wargyurchi Yering Chadam Nidan Rewe Anyom Lane Pargyurchi. Now let's say the mantra 8 times, and then Green Tara mantra 7 times. So 26, first, use the Buddha of great compassion. Filled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings, to you, Chen Razik, all seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha.
Oh, that's enough, Ramla. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, Ramla. Wonderful. Oh. So your Tibetan sounds like now Eastern Tibet. Tonyo. That's how the people of Eastern Tibet, they say Tonyo. equanimity. Sounds like Eastern Tibet. That's okay. Oh, Shady, how's Jim? Shady.
I'm trying to, okay, there. He's good, Geshla. He actually is out on a walk right now. He's trying to get his walk in before it gets too hot.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
It's
Just
going to be
wondering, okay.
95 today.
Oh, sorry, I have no snow to send. This time all the snow has been melted, so probably more on the way, probably. I think not finished yet. Today, so I think idea from the last week, idea is to say Mani Mantra together and dedicate it that all the people, I think not just people, I think also like much bigger. Yeah, many living beings, life has been very much disturbed by, like this virus. So physically, mentally, so then, like a lot of them, many of them pass away, many of them probably sick now, many of them worried they're going to get sick. So we just we'll say Mani Mantra together as a group. So then think about those things, okay? How it benefits. Connections, not physical connections, but mental connections. You can connect to each and every living beings through mind. You can connect. Yeah, then when you connect there, so the physically also there, because like mind cannot travel. Mind cannot travel without energies. Without no energy, the mind cannot travel. So the energy is the that allows mind to travel. So yeah, so whenever the mind goes, so one energy goes. The energy is not mental; it's physical. So then of course, eventually the energy, become the cause for the body. So another types of body, what illusory body, what like that. So anyway, so connections, how it benefit connections. So Mani Mantra, so easy to learn, then a lot of benefits. So it is all about compassion. Just think about second about compassion. So okay, compassion. So when you have compassion towards somebody, that creates the opportunities for you to help whatever ways, physically, mentally means praying for the well-being, or the create the opportunity for you to help 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 the persons or the beings, of beings here. Object of compassion has to be beings, cannot be like trees or bridge or something like it. Has to be object of love and object of compassion has to be breathing living beings, cannot be just object for the sake of knowledge. So once we have compassion, so that creates the opportunities for you to help. Compassion always creates opportunity for help, not opportunity. Compassion does not create compassion does not cause any harm. Compassion, that's the beautiful thing about compassion. Once you have compassion towards somebody, so that because of that compassion, it prevents you to harm that other beings. So that allows you to help other beings. So that's the beautiful. That's why it's powerful. It's powerful because it helps. It helps the person who's developing compassion. It helps the object of compassion receive some helps. Oh. So compassion is needed all the time, not just now. So when you are doing much better, you just need compassion. When you're already enlightened, you need compassion to help. So compassion is very, very, very important. Very beginning, in the middle, in the end, compassion is very important. So compassion, so compassion heal everything, not just one thing, everything. Very important to remember. Compassion heals everything. Disease, problem, mental problem, physical problems, evil, the presence of the evil spirit, everything. Compassion heals everything. Pandemic, disease, everything. Heals. Compassion. Not just compassion here, between lips, not that kind of compassion. Compassion is a part of the mental quality, not just between lips. So that kind of compassion, hard to say heal or not heal. True compassion is from the heart. True compassion that heals. That's why the money mantra is very powerful. Yeah, because it heals. The main subject of the money, the essence of the money mantra is compassion. Compassion. So. So therefore now visualizing Genesis in our image, reciting Genesis mantra. Then that's them teaching that says like this, like visualizing Genesis image is equivalent of visualizing all the holy image. Why? Because essence is compassion. That's why. Because the essence is compassion. Compassion means everything, everything. Without compassion, so it can get too far. Without compassion, can get too far. So compassion is very critical, very critical. See, needs compassion all the time, not like when you don't make mistake, everything is going fine. It's not like that. Particularly if there's many things going wrong in the life, need compassion. And really need to learn how to approach your mistake, other people's mistake, your view, other people's view, your weakness, other people's weakness, how to approach that with compassion. Very, very important, very important. The beginning, important, middle, important, the end, important. That means all the time, compassion is needed all the time. There's no time that you don't need compassion. You need compassion all the time. among those delusion or klesha, 6 root, 20 secondary delusions, 6 root delusions, 20 secondary delusions. Among those, sorry, giving you many numbers. I'm not trying to make you depressed, but that number has been mentioned, it exists. 6 root delusions. And you said 20, 20 secondary delusion. So among those, what is the worst? Anger. Anger. What's the worst? Anger. Why is it worse? Based on result, what it does, what delusion does. Many delusions that has a negative impact on our life, So anger, negative impact, the negative impact of the anger on our life is a big tragedy. It is like, it's not good. It is like it's very bad. That negative impact of the anger on our life is not good. It's very bad. Among those delusions, anger is the most dangerous one. So the antidote, the patience. There's no practice like patience. There's no other practice like patience. Why? Patience prevents from anger. Patience prevents from anger. So, chamje me, shedang pushisi, chamje me. Just think about like love and compassion is like the fire. It's like fire. Energy of love and compassion like fire. Shedang pushing. So anger is like firewood. The firewood. So turn into ashes by fire of love and compassion. So, if that's the case, of course, meditating on compassion will heal each and every delusion. Prevent you, because you are the one who's meditating on compassion. It prevents you from all the delusions. But it doesn't go there's technically some problem here, but no need to mention because you are not going to go into debate court yet. So anyway, the compassion. It's very important. Okay, it's very important. That's very important to remember. All of us, it's important to remember. Please don't forget. Compassion is very important. It doesn't matter how much you learn, how much you don't learn, how much you know about Dharma, how much you don't know about Dharma. What's the most important thing here is compassion. You have to remember compassion is very, very important for your healing, for the others, healing for the countries, society, family, friendship, everything. You need compassion. Compassion is very important to remember. It's very important. So, so the essence of the money mantra is compassion. That's why I decided money mantra. There's so much benefit. So much benefit. Yeah, the anxiety about the virus or disease, pandemic, all of that, the compassion, you need compassion. It's very, very important, compassion. Not just, between the mouth and lips, compassion, like, So now regularly, like generally speaking, if somebody's shouting, somebody's like making a lot of noise, somebody's kind of cursing a lot of noise. In the beginning, it's kind of irritates you. Like then the second moment that you realize that person has problems, what happens? Second moment that you realize that person has problems. It's not shouting purposely, it's just can't control, has some disease. Your attitude change. Yeah, you feel bad. Because you recognize, you realize this problem is a problem. First, you are irritated. You're annoyed. You're irritated because you can assess the situations very precisely. You can assess the situation. You just guess. Based on that guess, and you judge. Once you realize the situations that person is in, once you realize that person has some kind of problems, so then you feel bad. So that does not become now before it's problems for you, it become problem. Now it's not the problems. Now that kind of switch. Now that things before not able to assess correctly, it become problem. It itself, that very sound that become problem for you. It's become the object of your irritation, object of your like, yeah. So eventually it becomes object of your anger, object, because once you realize that very sound that you hear, now that becomes the object of compassion, because that sound is disease, that process is disease. So then you feel bad, So, same. We look good, we dress well, we look kind of good, we take care of our hair, we take care of our face, we want to look good when we go out. Yeah, so does that mean you are completely free from all the problems, all the sufferings? If you think like that, that's probably wrong assessment. You're assessing, how you say? Wrong assessment. That's how you say. You are not understanding the situation correctly. That's just your thought. Yeah. Everybody, till you free yourself from samsara or till you reach fully enlightenment, there are issues. Doesn't mean you look good, doesn't mean you have no issues. Yeah. You have money, doesn't mean you have no issues. Yeah. Doesn't matter how good you look, how well you dress, what kind of house that you live in, what kind of car you drive, what kind of title you possess. Still, you have issues. So then that issues become the basis for compassion. Otherwise, you just look at their house. There's no why you think they don't need compassion because they're doing very well. Doing well or not well is not based on how you look or how much you possess. It's go much deeper. It's go much deeper. mm. So that's why your freedom, serious thought of your freedom first needs to occur. Serious thought of your freedom. If you don't see, oh, why I have to free? If you never ever dreams freeing yourself from the problems, how you can free others? That's, you never dream about freeing yourself, and how you're going to free others is impossible. So renunciation is individual freedoms, your freedoms. That you see now, this is the reason why I should, why I should. I say, helping. Renunciation is helping yourself. Bodhicitta is helping others. If you don't know how to help yourself, how you can help others? Impossible. Renunciation means helping yourself. Bodhicitta means helping others. And of course, that's like win-win. So helping others means helping yourself, so mind the path. That's why it's better. So anyway, so yeah, compassion, that's very important, compassion, okay? So just to remember, doesn't matter how much you know, how much you don't know, and then when you see, as I said, reciting Mani Mantra did not say how many times. The merit that you create cannot count, you cannot count. If somebody put effort, every hair or four-legged animal on this planet can count one by one. Just think about that. Are you going to count? Just thinking about counting of the one ear of your pet, hair on one ear of your pet. See how long that takes. I mean, each hair, one ear of your pet, how long that takes. The based on that, then you can see how long it takes just to count one pet. Merit. Why? Essence is compassion. Its essence is compassion. Does not distinguish what you eat, what you wear, what you believe, what's your religion. Compassion does not distinguish. Compassion only rises when you see some issues with people, physically, mentally. Compassion rises. Compassion does not rise based on knowledge about what you believe, what you eat, what you no. Compassion rise. Compassion rise. Simply, you are seeing that person is having some problem, difficulties. Their compassion rise. So now, when somebody is very angry, how we see? We are not able to distinguish between anger and the person who is angry. Can't distinguish. Because why? Because when things appears, we don't take our time. We react right away. We don't take our time. If we take our times, analyze thoroughly, every appearances that appears in front of you, if you analyze thoroughly, reality appears. You go beyond appearances, you see the reality appears. So then to be a nimu tasiji, nimu tante kansa means. I think like Guide Buddha, I don't remember exactly where, or maybe one of the sutras. Enlightened being sees, oh, anger is a problem, not the person, anger. You feel bad because that person is angry. That means that person is not free from anger. That person is like angry. So you feel bad that that person has no anger. And you are wondering how I can help to ease that person's anger rather than thinking that person is evil. There is no evil. It's a perception. It's a perception. How to believe? How to believe? How to believe? You have to say, oh, how's about so and so? When you say there's no evil, how's about so and so? In the mind, yeah, mind, ego has answer all the time. Ego ready to fight. How's about so and so? Why you told? How come that's not evil? Definition of evil. Definition of evil. How to define evil? Definition of evil. Hmm. Do you call everybody evil? Because everybody once point got angry. When they get angry, like to be nimo tase, nimo tante concerns. Yeah, action and actor. So much, this all so for all our own benefit. Okay, all our own benefit, all our benefit. So compassion is the best. Compassion is the best. It heals you. It heals everybody. It keeps your mind calm, peaceful. Compassion. Compassion. Therefore, reciting Mani Mantra, so much benefit. Unbelievable, so much benefit. Yeah. Need to see, like I say, or in the Buddhist text, what they talk about delusion, this 6 root delusion, there's 20 secondary delusion. What are those delusion? What are those like numbers? So maybe I should look up what is those numbers. Or like when these numbers rise, like what kind of impact that I have in my life? Oh, then you see. All these numbers been listed, you study them, you read them, you try to understand them, then you understood them, then you analyze. Oh, each one of them, when it arises, what kind of impact on my life, then you realize, oh. So, so there's like the basis for the universal compassion, basis for universal compassion. So then what do you do? Like, you look around. There are what we call human. We speak, some group we speak same language, some group we don't share language, different language. We have no clue what they are saying, but we are still human. So there are many different language. So we are all human, but language we cannot communicate. But we are still human. So when you look around, but each doesn't matter whether you share the same culture, same ideology, same belief, same idea, same like culture, same way. All of that is different. It's different. Like if you have that's why when you meditate, when you come out of meditation, your perception change. You understand? When you come out of meditation, your perception change because you looking at the other beings the deeper level. You don't look at that beings what you like, what you don't like. No, you're looking at that person at a deeper level, different levels. That allows you to have some compassion. So, see, meditation, what is meditation? Meditation means think. You are thinking about compassion. When you come out of that, your perception change. So now look around. Why people are fighting, why they are fighting here, fighting this group, that group, why they are fighting, why they're criticizing each other. Why? Lack of compassion. That's all, lack of compassion. Why? not able, not understanding the deeper level, deeper level, not able to understand the deeper level, each and every being. Doesn't matter which party you belongs, which like country you belongs, which tribe you belongs, each and every being, every single second looking for happiness. Oh, do we understand that? Questions, do we understand that? Oh. Each and every breathing, living being on this planet, what they're looking for something good. Whether that's your group, other groups, your party, other party, your family, other family, doing the same thing. Are you doing the same thing? Yes, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing. Therefore, if somebody smiles, I enjoy. If somebody give you mean look, do I enjoy? I don't enjoy. Whether the persons believing in Buddhism or Christian or Islam, doesn't matter. I don't enjoy the mean look from Buddhist, mean look from Christian, mean look for Islam, same thing. It's all mean look. Nobody enjoys. Nobody enjoys. So that's the fundamental thing. That's the fundamental things. What do you want? Same thing. Other person wants same thing. Same thing. Whether you speak the same language or whether you look same, whether you look physically look same or not, same thing. Same thing. So now, based on that, your choice to be kind, to be nice to others, or to be mean. When you try to be mean to somebody, nobody enjoys, nobody appreciates that. Why? Everybody is looking for something good. Nobody's looking for problems. When you find time to be mean, nobody enjoys, nobody. Just forget about religion, nobody enjoys. Even animals don't enjoy. The animals, like the tiger and like can you imagine the bird and the cat become friends? How that happens? Bird and cat, they're playing together. How that happens? Yeah, so nowadays you can see things like completely taught. One is like prey, one is predators, some friend. How that happens? They have no education system. Nobody teach them how to meditate. No Dharma, there's no Dharma. We human, we think, we learn. Sometimes you wonder what you learn. Really, you wonder because when you look at your mind, you wonder what you learn, what you've been learning. So the mind that needs to be trained. If there's if like mind is piece of rock you throw into water 20 years ago, the beginning when you throw it's dry. After 20 years you take it out, it's still dry. So that means like heart or mind become like desert, hot desert, nothing grow. Hot desert, nothing grow. So that's kind of like sad. So did this, did that, many things did that. Is there any change in the mind? Is there any change when you see look at that person, what he believes, just seeing as an evil. Does this really help you? No. Why we do? Because while we are not being mindful. That's why we do. We are not being mindful. So compassion, this is very, very important. It gives you immense benefit. It gives you immense benefit mentally. It gives you immense benefit. If things goes well in the mind, everything goes well. Something doesn't goes well in the mind, no matter how much you possess, wherever you go, what you eat, what you wear, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, so once a while you wonder, did I really learn anything? Yeah, like when you look at your mind, your mind, pretty much same thing. Nothing really changed. That's kind of like there's some change. Then you kind of grateful. Oh, maybe there's some change. So then the change in the mind. The mind become more mellow, more soft, more compassionate. Oh, something's working. Something is working. Something's working. Mind become more violent, more angry, more agitated. So then everything, health, circulations, everything goes wrong. Everything, physical body, mentally, physical, everything goes wrong. The mind is kind of calm, compassion. Then things, life goes well, health goes well, death goes well, everything goes well. Everything goes well in this life. Everything goes well. Everything goes on. After this breath ceases, the death also goes well too. Also the compassion. That's why in the Monday, okay. Sorry, so much been said because I think it's important. I say like, let animals, let animal, let animal. Pneumo, as I said, delusions. Basically, easy way to say it, disturbing thought. That's what the delusion is, disturbing thought. That's called delusions. There's delusions not really something special that you need to go to library to get one. No. The delusion is like disturbing thought. You don't need to like become, you don't need to sign to become Buddhist, then you'll get one delusion. No. Delusion is not like that. Delusion is like disturbing thought. There's delusions. Fancy word. Then actions. What you say, what you think, what you do, what people say, what people do, what people think, called le. It's called actions, delusions. Actions. Now imagine in the boat, one boat, 100 people, everybody's meditating on compassion, everybody's seeing, everybody's something beautiful. Will there be any problem? One boat, everybody's looking at everybody. They say, oh, you deserve to be loved, you deserve to be cared, you deserve to be cherished, you deserve to be hugged, you are the best, you are the only one. If everybody's thinking each other like that, will there be any problems? No. Oh, they're like that. Let them know balon to truth. Let them know. Oh, action. Then the disturbing thought is like the wave, wild wave, wild wave. Just imagine that you are in the oceans. I'm not with the boat. Please don't think about without boat, with the boat. Okay. So I want you to be able to escape. Just think like boat is not thinking that you can go here, there, it's like boat. Maybe the engine boat, if you want engine boat. The matter has some idea about engine boat. What's it called? Machines? engine, strongest engine.
Strongest engine
Oh,
in a boat.
yeah, I'm not sure. The strongest boat. Just visualize that yourselves a boat, strong boat that you can like go fast. Is there's two also? There's two also. According to Shanti, okay, in the oceans, it's not calm oceans. It's the wild oceans. Why is it wild? Because the wave is wild wave. Or people say all kind of things. People saying this, people saying that. You watch news, then somebody said this, somebody said that, then you read news, somebody saying that, somebody saying that, all kind of things, like all kinds of things. All kinds of things. What kind of things that people don't talk? What kind of things people do? People talk all kinds of things. Out of the people, there's 100 conversations. Out of that, how many of them you like? How many of them you don't like? It become like something you like, something you don't like. And how many of them are perception, how many of them are like all kind of, that's called wild wave. The ocean, there's a wave all the time. Conversation. Not just the ocean, there's alligator too. Sorry, there's alligator. It's not like there's no alligator, there's alligator under the ocean. But don't worry, you have boat. You can, but but you have to remember, you have to be mindful, there's alligator too. Alligator under the ocean. No? Yeah. First noble truth. Alligator is the first noble truth. First noble truth is alligators. Under the oceans, not the boat. Now maybe other side, maybe there's no alligators, maybe there's no wild wave. You could go, because your boat, you could go. If you decide, I'm just going to hang out here, so I'm not really thinking about crossing the oceans. I just want to hang out. Maybe there'll be another boat. Maybe there might be no another boat. No. Or if you just want to hang out, be mindful. There's crocodiles under the oceans. Don't just think that this ocean needs to be very, very mindful. So because why there's a wild wave. So then in that case, what you need to do, you could become a very good surfer. They use the wave for your benefit. Surf. Then wave comes, wave comes, there you go. Rather than going like all this, there's a circle around that, full of water in that, you become surfer. That means great practitioners. The wave doesn't matter. Or don't get out of the boat. To be mindful. Oh, same situations. Look around, same situations. Everybody in the same boat. Fundamental basis, like a foundation for universal compassion. So then when you say Mani Mantra, then you recite Mani Mantra, the only thing you think about is compassion. Then like you feel like present of spirit. Oh, they are also looking for every single second. They're also looking for happiness. They're also looking for something good. That's why they're humming. Compassion, just compassion. So to really feel something, to feel, not just the mama. You can use, of course, you can use obvious object, somebody who's going through difficulties, you can just imagine some object that kind of like very obvious issues, has obvious issues that kind of like have you to, yeah, otherwise, yeah, that kind of become, if we don't think every day, daily basis, if we don't shape our life mentally, many reasons that you could go out of your mind, many reasons that you could go out of your mind, many reasons that you could completely go out of your mind. You can focus so many things that you don't have. You can focus on so many things you don't have, yeah? They're not appreciating what you have, not appreciating what you have, not appreciating what you have, you know? So like, if you're looking for what you don't have, this life, even if you live 500 years, not going to accomplish. Even though you live 500 years, if you look for what you don't have, 500 years not long enough. You may be finishing looking around the desire realms. Probably not. I mean, if you live 500 years, you even not finish looking around what you don't have, even just in the desire realm. Or maybe just in human realms. Not in the desire realm. Desire realm, that's within the desire realm, the celestial realms. Within the human realms, if you look what you don't have, if you live 500 years, you are not going to be content. You're still going to find something you don't have. That's why not being content, not being satisfied, not being content, not being content by eating something. You are not going to be content by eating something. That needs to be very clear. You are not going to be content by eating something. That's not how you content. Not going to be content. You are not going to be content by drinking something. It's a wrong idea that you are going to be content by drinking something. Wrong idea. If you think, you have to think. If you think something, eating something, possible you can be content, completely content. Without thinking, eating something, smelling something, drinking something, wearing something, going here, going there, hearing something, not going to be content. So think contentment is part of the mental qualities. So it's kind of complicated. It's kind of, the life is, sorry to say, the life is complicated. There's something that you can do, then you can do it very well. Something if you don't do, it doesn't get better by itself. It doesn't get better by itself. I very much wish it get better by itself, day by day. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Even though you wish, you pray, practically, other way around. So, anyway, so compassion, okay, compassion, come back to the compassion. Right? So, one's own difficulties, one's own issues, your own issues in life, issues of other people's life, best way to approach compassionately. So, money payment money, so we'll recite money. I'm not sure how much time.
It was about 35 minutes, Geshe-la.
We have 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now all my friends, so we're going to recite, say, 35 minutes. As we do three malas, as we do three malas. See if anybody's head is falling down. We'll do 3 malas. And please, not complicated. Just think about compassion. That's all. Just think about compassion, okay? Just think about compassion. And just think about that you are creating the merit that cannot be counted. And do it for all the people who are saving life in the hospital. All the people, do it, all the people who are doing, if you cannot think each and every being, just think about all the people who are doing good things, please. Just think good things, all the people who are doing good things. See, so then when you go outside, when the wind blows, touch your body, touch somebody else, believe or not, purify their mind, their negative karma, purify. Yeah. So then if you don't like your neighbors, then purposely go close to the neighbors and purify them. Yeah. Oh yeah, so maybe 3 rounds of mala, okay. The recite, the stand, the change in or maybe chant 7 times, then recite silently. Om mane padme hum, Om mane padme hum, Om mane padme hum, Om mane Om mane padme hum, Om mane padme 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 Om mane padme. Om mane padme Om mane. Om Mani Very good. So now, anything to discuss? Any questions? So the recitations, recitation, there's mantra. You say, oh, mani padme, mani padme, mani padme, mani padme. There's like reciting mantra with the sound. You did mental recitations. So you now, oh, mani padme, you hear? Like that. You are not saying somebody reciting. You hear, like that's called mental recitation, something like that. So you hear, like you hear the sound of the mantra, but that's not, you are not making the sound. But you sound the mantra, like somebody, oh, mane, padme, hum. You hear, like that. That's also another mental recitations. That's what mental recitation means. Somebody saying that you are hearing the sound. Mental idea should be there, but with the sound of man. The mental recitation, somebody say the mantra you hear. There's no sound coming from you. They're like they're called. Yeah, it is. That's for the sake of knowledge. Okay, we did it. So then, yeah, even just one, so mantra. Maybe someday I will probably read that the books that explain the benefit. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. It's very easy. 6 syllable. 6 syllable. It's not like Om Mani Padme Hum Shri. No. It's only Om Mani Padme Hum. It's only 6 syllables. There's no 7 syllables. Still called 6 syllable mantra. So then, dedicate. So then please, not just say the word, but really think about compassion. Think about compassion. That's why in the Lamrim, all this, like suffering has been listed to help you to understand how, like, to help us to develop compassion. Develop compassion. Oh yeah. Then what else? So I think that's all today. So. Good morning, MS Chesler, good morning. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Helen. So then what else? Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, Meditate. Alex, Sandra, Anila, David, Laura. So anything else?
Yes, Geshe-la.
Otherwise,
Geshe-la, a student asked a question. She said she's not sure if you were wanting specific questions about the mantra or general questions, and asks if you can talk about how to avoid having anger with her teenagers, her children.
Yeah. How to avoid anger?
With her teenage children.
One time my nephew, Tintin, came down, visit me from New York. Of course, like, it's not teenager, but 7 years old, 7 years, something like that. Running around, running up and down, my old daily schedule upside down. He's running out, he's going outside, ringing the bell. I thought somebody came, I opened the door, that was him. Then I ring bell again, then that's him. He's doing the same thing till the say something goes here. I thought maybe, you know, I need to teach him I need to teach him 9 round breathing meditations. I thought he desperately needed that. I thought he desperately needed 9 round breathing meditation. Come down him. So I told him to come out, come. So took him to outer room, let him sit down. Then taught 9 round breathing meditation. I said, that's what you do to keep yourself calm down. He said, yes. Next day, no progress, no progress. Doing the same thing, running here, running around. Then maybe I didn't realize because I'm the one who need the 9 round breathing meditation, not him, because he's having good time. So then then he's showing me. he's kind of showing me because I'm going out of my mind. He's having great time running here, running there. So it's hard. So then I did realize that's true. I need to calm down. So it's hard. So in that case, what do you do? So you become actors. You are both acting together, or you become audience. How is it, audience? Once you become actor, it's hard. It's not easy because everybody's acting. Then it's hard to. Nobody's watching. Everybody's acting. Yeah, that's like hard circumstance, the difficult situations that you are in, difficult situations. But I highly recommend you to read Shanti Deva's chapter number 6, Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. And sometimes I jokingly call that like anger management program taught by Shanti Deva. Anger management. Shedan Sungu Sem Chanas. Shanti Deva calls Shedan anger. What's called? It's called pain. It's pain. When you harbor that pain, you are going to have pain. Shouldn't wonder why, because it's pain. Shedan Sungu Sem Chanas. So that's how I'm just sharing with you how the meditation has been done. Shedan Sungu Sem Chanas. Yeah, first need to understand it's a pain. If you have, you are in pain. Somebody else have, they are in pain. How that pain occur? We have desire because of that. Because we have desire. 2 types of desire. Shanti Deva said. They wanting something, wanting to my teenage daughter or boy to be quiet or to listen. That's desire. There's one type of desire. another type of desire that you don't want them to do this, them to do that, them to do desire to not wanting to do something. There's two types of desire. When interruption takes place between those desires, so then there's the fuel. There's the fuel for anger. So then you found the fuel for anger. Then what you usually do, unfortunately, we heavily rely on anger. Result, finish. Yourself, finish. That jump is now, self is burned. The self is burned down by anger. So that's how Shantideva did thorough research how to prevent from anger, once from anger. That's why chapter number 6 is the more pages in the guide. It's not easy, you know? So I'm sorry to hear that you are having difficulty with pages. So, and now if you read the guide to Buddhist way of life, so I hope that you'll definitely you'll find some help from that. So need to. What do you mean meditation on anger? What I mean meditation on anger means like the downside of the anger. If you harbor that pain, you are not going to enjoy peace of mind, for sure. Not able to sleep, lose appetite, lose ability to judge. Whatever you judge, there might not be good outcome. Lose ability to judge, appetite, sleep. Who said Shantideva? Physically, you don't feel good. Mentally, of course, not feel good. Completely lose ability to judge. Completely lose ability to judge. That jump, that's what happens. If you rely on anger, you destroy yourself. Basically, you destroy yourself. That jump is destroyed. That jump. So then so maybe like as analyzing what you're going to say, what you're going to analyzing your thought, analyzing your three doors. Like before you say something, you analyze: is this necessary to say? Or maybe sometimes people get angry. People saying too much. People get irritated. Or is necessary? Or like so yeah, it's tough. So therefore, you can't pay back kindness that you receive from your mother. You cannot pay back. They sacrifice so much for your well-being, and not knowing that we act like we are born like this. We've completely forgot how we are born. So unfortunately, so this thing never taught in school. This thing should be taught in school. How you are born. You don't born like this. You are born, when you're born, you can't even like chase away fly that land on your face. You cannot even chase away. You don't know how to talk. You don't know how to eat. Everything taught by your mother needs to remember. Our culture, Tibetan culture, is very much rooted into Dharma. So people understand, so in the West, these things need to be taught in school at a very young age, how to remember kindness and how that you can never pay back kindness that you receive, the sacrifice they did for your well-being. If something went wrong in the very beginning, you are finished, you are not here now. So those knowledge needs to be taught in the school, and so it's very important. It's very important to how to not everybody, not all same, not all same. There's like some stupa is 32 feet, some is 7 feet. They are not same. Some of them taller, some of them shorter. It's not everything's round. Some of them are flat. The thinking like that, oh, everything's round, that's mistake. Or same like when I become 18, why, what, who are you? Well, we are same. No, not same, there's no same. There's no same. There's order in life, there's order in life that people need to understand. There's order in life. So it needs to be taught at the school. So then that kid becomes also good kids. That has positive influence for their own children, good kids. All the elder and the parent need to be, they deserve respect. They deserve to be respect. There's like, it's important part of the family. So anyway, so that's all I'm saying. I'm sorry, so like that you are having hard time, but please try all your best and read Shantideva text, okay? Chapter number 6.
Geshe-la, this is Denise.
Oh.
I have a question too. And
Yeah.
also a comment, having raised 3 teenagers.
Yeah, please,
Just to say
comment.
that I put a link in the chat to an article written by a scientist that I respect about how to help teenagers at this time at home. It's really hard for them. And so it has some
Very good,
practical
yeah.
suggestions. And for myself, I found dealing with my own teenagers to stop and ask a question, a sincere question about whatever the conflict is. And a lot of times they weren't even going where I thought they were going. And so it helped to diffuse. So, but my question is about, His Holiness was talking this weekend about the 3 types of compassion. Something about king.
Denise, more elaborate comment, no?
I'm sorry?
More elaborate comments, how to deal with teenagers. Finish.
Oh, about the teenagers. So for example, if I was dealing with my teenagers and I felt something, that I felt my, like I was being disrespected, I would feel that I arise. In that moment, I would try to take a breath and ask a question. So let them talk some more about whatever it was. And, sometimes their answer would show me that they weren't really, thinking the negative thing that I thought they were thinking. Sometimes it would show me that they were, but at least it would give me a moment to stop and think. And then the other thing that I was saying was that this is just really a very, very hard time for a lot of people, but also for that age, it's really awful for them because being isolated, they are trying to define themselves. That's their job right now by talking with their peers and interacting with the other teenagers, and they can't do that the normal way. So I think it must be a very difficult time for parents of teenagers right now.
Yeah. Plus, they have so much energy. So much energy power. That energy needs to be burned somewhere, one way or another. So that everybody's focused on each other's difficulties. So then that will help. That will help what each other's going through. If that kind of some kind of conversations based on that, what everybody's going through, what mom is going through, what they are going through. Just sit down, have open conversation, discussions. That probably will help. So, other than just saying, "Oh, you are so rude, you are so mean," that doesn't help. Yeah.
The other thing I learned from Decky Lee is if you need to have a conversation with a teenager, go for a walk with them because it's easier for them to have the conversation when you're walking side by side than when you're sitting face to face. So as a practical strategy, that might accomplish both communication and also burning some energy.
Yeah, so they have so much energy. So like, when you look at the teenage dogs, so dogs, they have also so much energy to burn, so they have to go to walk. So when you go out, when we go out of this house, that these dogs get very excited because they know now we are walking, we are going to walk 2 miles, something like that. Yeah. So anyway, so then yeah. So thank you so much, Denise. Wonderful.
Sure.
So what is your questions about compassion?
Oh, this weekend, His Holiness
No.
was mentioned 3 types of compassion.
Mhm.
Something about being like a king, or like a shepherd, or like a boatman.
Mhm.
Can you say a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I was been treated like king here last 4 months. So I think I qualify to talk about king a little bit now. So now I'm in the position that I'm like been treated like king last 4 months here. So
You have a good team there.
yeah, wonderful too. 이제부터 말씀드려서는 both the are you sure that His Holiness said the compassion or bodhicitta?
Oh, it could have been bodhicitta. I'm not sure.
Just checking in. Sorry, just checking in.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
No, just checking in. So here in this, they're here. Is nobody's right or wrong. Everybody's right. Both, both means like you. It's like everybody's going together. Other side. It's not like what do you call boatman?
Yes.
Yeah, you can't just go fast and bring passenger later. They cannot be happen. If you are boat, so you take them, you go together, other side. So these are nearby the messenger. Then another one, shepherd. So that means like you probably, you help others. You probably help them to reach enlightenment first. Then after that, you get enlightened. That's like shepherd, like attitude. It's like shepherd. So you first all the hurt go before you. You don't go before hurt. So that's not the best way to look for the hurts. Take care. You go first, then you have no idea where they're going. So you hurt, so you go shepherd. You have to go beyond the hurt. So then you have idea where you are directing them. Where you go. If you go before the hurts, so they see anything. So shepherd, so that means you help them, you liberate them, all of them, and then then you try to liberate. Then the king is like fast, like Jabuta was just nothing. Yeah, first you become king, so then you look after you look after your people. So then you get enlightened first, so then you take care of the other beings later. So there's no what has been, if I remember correctly, that's what has been said in the text. Okay.
Thank you, Geshe-la. That's very clear.
Associate with the bodhicitta, or maybe you can also, if His Holiness said compassion like that, just no wonder there can be compassion like that, 3 types of compassion like that. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh yeah. So then, don't see.
Yes, Geshe-la.
No more questions?
Let me check over on YouTube really quick. No questions on YouTube, Geshe-la.
Oh, very good. I should not say very good, but no, it's okay. Oh, yeah. So then maybe time to close now. Okay, time to close. Yeah, alhamdulillah.
So let's read the dedication verses from Master Shantideva's Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be free from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All powerful Chenrei Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. One who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Alatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa Bliss and Void, Lama ornament of the yellow hat tradition, these remain until samsara ends. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Majjhina's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, savor of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re So Ha.
Oh yeah, thank you. See you Wednesday.
Okay, Geshe-la, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Oh, yeah.
Geshe-la.
Thank you.
Much.
Oh yes.
Thank
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you, Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la. Thank you.
Muchas
Thank you, Geshe-la.
gracias.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Buenas
day.
tardes.
Okay.
Change your
Thank you,
Geshe-la.
Geshe-la.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great afternoon.
Thanks, Donna.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything, Donna.